Today I'm going to be sharing with you every single ornament that my mom and I have made so far for our upcoming craft show. I wanted to do this video for so long and I'm finally doing it, so I'm really excited. I'm going to share the quantity and the price of each item, and most likely there is a video for every craft that you're going to see. If there isn't a video, I will let you know, but you can always go back and find the other videos and watch those if you're interested in how any of these things are made. This also might be a part 2 video because there is a lot of ornaments. So sit back, get a snack, and enjoy the fun. So first up are these jute wreaths that have these beautiful gold and silver birds in them. And I was able to make 8 of them, and they are $3 a piece. What was so great about this craft is I was able to use up supplies that we already had, a big bolt of this jute, and also I was given a curtain ring, so that's what's actually on the inside. So being able to reuse and recycle different supplies, and I think they turned out beautiful. They definitely have a rustic feel but also an elegant feel, so perfect for a fancy Christmas tree or more of a farmhouse Christmas tree. Next up, we have these ornaments that are really similar to the last ones because they have that similar jute wreath, but these are actually probably some of my favorite ornaments I made this year, and I'll be honest, I might end up saying that a lot, but I do like everything that I usually make and what my mom makes. But these are made out of large mouth canning, wide mouth canning lids. I always want to think of a largemouth bass, but it's a wide mouth canning lid ring. So that's what is the jute is wrapped around the ring part, and then the backing is the lid. And I just think they turned out so pretty. I love that all the deer have a different pose. This one's probably my favorite one. It's very majestic looking. But these, I was able to make 10 of them. I couldn't fit them all in the frame, and they are $4 each. Speaking of bass, I made these bobber ornaments because my dad is an avid fisherman. He lives to fish, and I made these for him, and I did keep one for him. It's over to the side. So I was able to make 4 for the craft show, and they are $4 a piece. And I just had these wooden ornaments from Hobby Lobby. They reminded me a lot of a bobber with this little red cap up at the top. So I did a silhouette of a fisherman. This is going to be a new craft for this year, the first time I've ever made these, and they're these beaded icicle ornaments. I was able to make 18 of them in all the styles that you see down below, and they were so simple and easy and fast that I priced them at $2 each. You just have to buy those long strands of wooden beads that you see in craft stores nowadays and string them to your heart's desire until you like the design. I really love to paint, so these are some of my new painted ornaments that I have this year. Unfortunately, I did get these at Joann's, but I'm sure other stores are going to have other wooden cutouts as more crafts start to come out. You can always also look online, but I made 7 of these adorable gingerbread girls, and they are $3 a piece, and 8 of these cute little mice in stockings, and they are $2 a piece. So this is a craft that my mom made because she loves to sew. If you've been around on my channel for a while, you know that I am not the sewer. She is definitely the sewer. She made these adorable little Christmas trees in these 4 different patterns. And on the inside, there's something called fusible fleece. So it does have a little bit of cushion, and she bought these little sticks at Hobby Lobby and topped it with a cute little bow. And she made 86 because she's a machine, a crazy machine. But still, she can just sew and sew for hours. I can't, I don't have that patience. So for each of these, they are $2.50. These adorable snowmen are probably also another one of my favorite things I made this year. I was able to make 10 of them at $4 each. They're made out of just a little wood slice. I painted the face. The nose is a little piece of wood, and these are old sweater sleeves, and I just think they're so adorable. They turned out so cute. I do want to mention that the last craft I showed you, the trees that my mom made, I don't have a video for those because, of course, I was not the one that made them, so I just want to let you know in case you go looking for how to make those. So this craft is something that I do not have a video for because I made it a couple years ago before I started my YouTube channel, but I have 9 left over from my previous craft shows. I sell them for $2.50 each. You just buy packages of these snowflakes at Hobby Lobby. This little star is scrapbook paper, and the snowman face is like a half round piece of wood that you get in craft section of Hobby Lobby, and I painted a little snowman face on there. Honestly, I think they're cute, they're unique, they're different. They haven't sold too well so far, but if you like it, go ahead and try it, and maybe it will go well at your craft show. Every year's a little different. It just depends on where you place it. Sometimes things don't sell well one year and the next year they sell like hotcakes. So you never know. Go ahead and try it if you like it. Now these ornaments are so tiny and also so adorable. I just made enough to use up all these tiny little spools that I have, so I made 6 of them. These are cute little vintage Christmas ornaments that a friend gave to us, and we just had to decorate with them. So for each of these, because they're so small, I'm going to sell them for $2 each, and they're going to go on my little Merry Mini tree. So this is another craft that my mom made. It's similar to the first 2 that I showed you, but it's just a jute wreath with some greenery and a bow with a black and white checked ribbon and a red and black checked ribbon. These are great for farmhouse trees as well. We have 17 left over from our previous craft shows. They're $2.50 each, and the ring is just a plastic red ring that she found on Amazon and ordered them to make the wreath. Now, as we were digging around, we also found these 2, which are similar to the first ornament that I showed you with the birds, but they're just a little bit thinner and they are a little bit of a different style, but these are also $3, and we just have 2 left over from the last few craft shows. I will say that these were really popular, so if you're looking for a really good seller, these did sell really well. So this is another craft that I also made before starting YouTube. I made 8 of these, and surprisingly, I thought they would sell really well, but I think last year we just sold 1 of them. But again, it could just be where they were in the booth. This year they might go over really well. But these are just stir sticks that you would get from your hardware store to stir up paint. This is a little small popsicle stick. And then I just made it into a snowman and added some cute little embellishments on each one of them. So I think they're really adorable. We sell them for $3 each, so hopefully this year they will go over better. These 3 paper mache candy canes are also a really cute craft. I did not make the candy canes themselves, but I did decorate them with this cute little ribbon and some red and white pips and a little greenery. I think they turned out super sweet and simple. I only have 3 of them left, and I sell them for $4 each. We have 7 of these cute gnome ornaments. My dad is the one that made the hat out of a piece of wood, and then we just attached the faux fur for the beard, some jute, and a little wooden knob. We sell these for $4 each. I think gnomes have maybe kind of waned in popularity. They were super popular for a long time. Maybe this style just isn't as popular. We only sold 1 of these last year. I do remember that. But we're thinking about maybe lowering the price from $4 maybe to $3, just because you don't always want to hold on to everything forever. But I do like that there's, a variety of colors of the beards, and it's a little bit more rustic, so I do think it's a cute craft. Unlike the last gnome ornament, these sold really well, and this is another craft that my mom made, so I don't have a video for this one. But last year we had probably around 45 of these, and we only have 15 left, so they were a really great seller. We sold all of these for $3 each. Inside the little hat, there's a pipe cleaner to keep the little shape. The beard is on the front and the back, and this is just a little round wooden bead that is glued to the little beard. So they're super adorable. You can be really creative with a variety of hats and, of course, the color of the beard. So I really love these. They're super cute. These gnomes are also another popular one, and I don't have a video for these because I made these long before YouTube. Also, I just don't have any more of this supplies. This is actually a little wooden flower pot that I found at like an antique tractor show in a big bag. So they had large wooden ones and little wooden ones, and we turned them into little gnome hats, and their beards are just kind of like a loose pom-pom ball of yarn. So I decorated all the little hats with different decorations, had a little wooden knob for the nose, and they're super cute and adorable and small, and they're just perfect for any Christmas tree. So we have 9 of the little ones, and these are $2 each, and just 3 left of the big ones at $3 each. So this is the only large bobber ornament that we have left. We just took 3 different sizes of bobbers and chained them together with a little chain and made it a little snowman by giving a little hat and painting a cute little face on there. These have been super popular over the years, but I will let you know bobbers are kind of expensive. I don't have a video for this specific one, but I did end up making some little ones kind of similar to this. They're actually a little bit smaller. So this is the last one we have, and we sell them for $5. These adorable little stockings are something else that my mom made, and they're new this year. There's no video for it, but these are all the different styles that she made. These 3 have cute little red shiny jingle bells, and these 2 have a rusty jingle bell with a jute string to match and a red string to match those. She made 24 total, and we are going to sell them for $3 each. They're an adorable little size, but you can actually put something down in it, so you could do like a candy cane, maybe a little candy bar, even some money, and it's just a perfect little present. So these ornaments come from my most recent video. They are little I Spy ornaments. I took kind of an unfortunate thing and turned it into a really cute ornament. I was going to put all these items on this I Spy card into a clear plastic ornament. It ended up not working out, so I used Canva to make this cute little collage so that kids and kids alike can find all these cute little things in this rhyme on this picture here. So hopefully it goes over well. It's a brand new ornament this year. I made 10 of them, and I decided to do $2.50 for each because there's really not a lot of supplies in it when you think about just the paper and then the wooden circle and the beads. So hopefully they go over well at my craft show. I have 22 of these vintage style ornaments in these 6 different styles, and I priced them at $2 each. It's just scrapbook paper decoupaged onto a wood slice, and I added a few cute little decorations, a bow and some greenery or a little diamond. I also have these hearts done the same exact way, just a little bit larger in size. I've got 4 of these hearts left over and only 1, so only 5 total. These little ones are $2 each. I think I might have already said that. And I just kept the large ones at $2 as well because they're so similar. These 2 ornaments were kind of a ornament makeover because originally there was something on these totally different, but we ended up pulling off the material that we had on here and just redoing it. So I have 2 different snowman styles, a little snowman family, and then this little guy nestled in some trees. I just went ahead and priced all of them at $3, but there's 3 of each, so 6 total. I think they're pretty cute. Hopefully people will like the new version at the craft show. Here is another mom ornament. These are these cute little Santa hats. She made 27 of them. They're brand new again this year. They actually, are functioning. So if you wanted to put it on a cute little critter that you had at your house, and the little jingle bells really work. And the little hat bends over. You just hang it on your tree like this. And we're going to price these at $4 each because they're a little bit larger than the stockings I showed you earlier, but all the same type of material. These adorable little snowman heads are so cute and tiny and sparkly, and I love the little hats on top. I think I'm definitely going to put these on my Merry Mini tree this year. I've made 10 of them. I have more supplies to make more, so who knows, I might end up making more of them. But we sell them for $1.50 each. Just a sweet, simple little ornament. These vintage tags are also new this year, and they were so easy and fun to make. These tags are not even a Christmas item, but by incorporating this Christmas sticker, it made it super cute and festive. What's great about it is it can be an ornament, of course, but you could also write on the back and make it a to from tag. So I think they're really cute and special. I have 9 of these, and I'm pricing these at $2 each. Here's a different set of tags that also kind of have a vintage look to them. These tags, again, you can buy all year long in the scrapbooking section. You could write to and from on the back. And I made this little wreath, drew the cute little berries around the edges. I think they're super sweet, and I hope people like them. They are going to be $2 each, just like the last tags that you saw. These 2 were really fun to make because I got to use my brand new metallic Posca paint pens. So these were super shiny and fun. These wooden snowflakes, I only have 3. I just picked up whatever I could find after Christmas one year. These were on clearance, so there was only 3 left. So I did these really pretty pastel snowflakes. These are $3, so there's 3 of each. Then also these really beautiful doves. I was able to do 4 of them, and these are a little bit larger, so I have these at $4 each. So these are a new ornament this year. They actually came, these little metal snowmen, on a big garland, and I just trimmed them up to turn them into Christmas ornaments and banged like a little hole inside their hat to put a string through or a ribbon. And I mean, they're different. I'm hoping they go okay. I know rusty things might not be in as much as it used to be, but I still think they're pretty cute, and I'm trying to use up the supplies that I have. So with that being said, they're $2 each, and I made 10 of them. This ornament, this is the only one that I made. I do have one other heart, so who knows, I might get around to making a second one, but I just wanted to paint a really pretty winter scene with some silhouettes of some trees, and it was around Valentine's Day, so this heart shape turned out to be a perfect shape for this ornament, and I'm pricing it at $4. Here are some other ornaments that I made around Valentine's Day. I had a ton of wooden hearts, and I was just trying to use up as many as I could because sometimes we just keep buying stuff, and then it's like, whoa, why do we have so many hearts? So these 2 right here, I made 6 of these double hearts that hang together, and they are $3 each. And these 2, I have 2 different styles. There's 8 of these total, and they are at $3 each, and I really think they turned out really pretty. I love the sparkle. I like that they are layered, have cute little buttons and bows, so I think people will like them in my craft booth. These are also fairly recent ornaments, and they're all dessert themed, and they turned out so cute. This little snow cone with the cute little snowman head with the glitter and the puffy paint up on top. I made 6 of those, and they are $4 each. These little cupcakes, I was just trying to use up craft supplies that I had in my room. I was only able to make 4 of them, but they're $1.50 each. These cute popsicles made out of felt with a carrot nose and these little hats I already had, they are $3.50, and I was able to make 7 of them. I got these spoons actually in the fall section of Hobby Lobby, so you might want to go check out your fall section if you like these. I got 2 packages, so I was able to make 12 of these spoons, and they are $2.50 each. Here is another ornament made by my mom. We have 8 left out of selling tons of these throughout the years, and we call these penny trees because you actually trace a penny to get this little circle shape. They're made out of felt, they are stuffed, and the tree trunk is a little cinnamon stick. We sell these for $3.50 each. So I actually have a video completely dedicated to my mom's quilted ornaments. So if you want to go and check that out, that is going to show you a variety of different styles because none of these are the same. They're all going to be a little different because they're cut out different. There's different quilts used, so there's different colors and prints and patterns. But I still wanted to include them in this video because they make up so much of our ornaments. So this one I'm just showing you a variety of angels, a cross, a star, and a dove. We also price these. The cheapest one we have is $2. They go all the way up to $4 depending on the size and how much material was used. So I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. If I told you the amount of each one and the price of each one, it would be a lot of information in a short amount of time. I'm also going to show you the other styles, and at the end, I'm going to give you a grand total of all the quilted ornaments that she's made. In this set of quilted ornaments, she has a Christmas ornament that's actually stuffed, has a little bit of a 3D look to it. These are a really pretty star, where we've just crisscrossed a couple patterns. We have a Christmas tree. I love the Christmas trees because they have these cute little button ornaments, and 2 different styles of hearts, a larger one with flowers and a smaller one with a little button. In this set, we've got a cute little gingerbread girl, a cute gingerbread boy, a snowman, and an adorable little teddy bear. And in this one, we have different size stockings and a little mitten. This one is a little bit larger. We had one lady bought like all of them we had last year. There was a ton of them. And these are a little bit more. They're $5 because we're not sure if people will really use them as an ornament or just as an actual little stocking and put things in. You have a cute little mitten and then a tiny, tiny little stocking. You could put something super tiny like a candy cane in there. And then these adorable little stockings as well with a cute little saying on the back of them. We've probably sold over 200 of these because they're just so popular. Now again, this is not an ornament, but I wanted to go ahead and show you because I'm showing you the stocking varieties. She makes these giant full-size stockings with a little doily or a little lace around the top of it. And there's all sorts of colors and patterns on these as well. And it's actually a functioning stocking. I forgot to mention the price on these because they're larger. We sell those for $9.95. And she's made 10 of these total so far, these large stockings. So these two are the brand new pattern for this year. We've never had little jingle bells before. And you can see that depending on how we cut it out, we can get a different pattern for each quilt. It just depends on how you lay down the pattern. And depending on what colors we had, we did different little jingle bells on the bottoms of them. And so they actually jingle. They're so, so cute. And I think people will really like these. So that concludes all the different quilt styles that my mom has made. And the grand total of how many of those we have is 318 made ornaments because it is probably our best seller in the booth. People come up with stacks of them. There's so many people who love to sew and quilt, and they're planning on giving them to all their sewing friends. So it's a perfect addition to our booth, and you can use the idea too if you like them. I have these giant pine cone snowmen. They are so cute and perfect for a big Christmas tree. There's also a little bit of a smaller version right here in the middle. The two big ones are $4 and the little one is $3.50. These are the only three I have left. I've made these for years. They always do well, but I think I'm just going to leave it at this. I'm just going to have these three this year in the booth. Unless these sell, I might end up making more, but for now, this is good. I have these large, sparkly peppermint ornaments. They were new last year. Originally had them at 2 or at 3, and I marked them down to 2 just to see how they would do this year. They're shatterproof. They have I had a little greenery with a peppermint and a bow, and I only have 3 large ones left. I have a tiny little one that I'm going to sell for $1. I know I had a purple one at least last year, but that one sold. So I do think these are cute, and they'd be perfect for a kitchen, Christmas tree, or all those other dessert-themed ornaments that you saw earlier. I have these 3 adorable reindeer ornaments. I thought I had more of these, but now that I'm going through all the inventory, I just have 3 left, and I don't think I have any more cats. I had a cute cat version of this. So these are $3 each, only 3 left. I might make more, and if I find any more, I'll let you know, but I think this is all I've got. Here are the mice version of the ornament I just showed you of the reindeer. I think these are so cute. I love the flower crown. These are going to be new this year. They're $3 each. I made 6 of them. I especially love the little rose crown. Got those around Valentine's Day, so it pays to shop all year long, even if you're looking for Christmas things, because you never know what you're going to use them for. These are our vintage cookie cutter ornaments. There's 27 of them, and we sell them all for $4 each. These are some of my favorite ornaments just because there's such a wide variety. I also really like the difference in the copper and the silver colors. This one is a cute little Scotty dog. There's farm animals like this horse. This one I think is probably my favorite one just because it's so unique. It's a windmill. And I make all of the wreaths and the bows. These little tags I make, or I also had some stickers that worked out really well. I just think they're super cute for a Christmas kitchen. These Jello mold ornaments are so popular and cute and fun to make. We have a really pretty nativity scene version in a star, and then Santa and Mrs. Claus and a reindeer and a Christmas tree. Because these are kind of hard to find and they're usually a little bit more expensive to purchase, all of these are $6.50 each, and we have 9 of the stars and we have 8 of these cute Christmas trees. They were some of my favorite ornaments to make. So we have these really adorable decoupage ornaments. I do have a video on this one. These I don't, but they're made the exact same way. They have a shatterproof, no they don't, this is an actual glass ornament on the inside, and it's just decoupage with fabric on the front and the back. It has this large jute rope around it with a cute little bow. I will say, if you're wanting to do this ornament, the ornaments that are at Hobby Lobby now are all shatterproof, and I don't feel like the quality is as good as the glass. I know some people are worried about it breaking, but the shatterproof ones are just so flimsy, especially this metal part up here. It bends so easily because I recently had some experience with them, and I just don't think the quality is as nice. So if you can find glass ones somewhere, I recommend that. But if you can just do the shatterproof, that would be okay too. But with these pretty red trucks and the little snowman, we have 5 of these left, and they're $5 each. And these were more farm animals. We used to have a sheep and I think a chicken, but we only have 3 cows and 2 pigs left, and they are $3.50 each. So I just love how these turned out, and they're really adorable on a country Christmas tree. There are 10 cinnamon stick trees left over from last year, and we sell them for $2.50 each. This is a really old craft, but it's still pretty popular, and I really like making them because you can get creative with the buttons. You don't just have to use round ones, like this one has a present. This one's a little Christmas ornament. This one has a little choo-choo train. So you can be creative with how you decorate them. Clothespin ornaments are one of my favorite crafts to make, and these are vintage style clothespin ornaments. There's these cute little girls that I sell for $2.50 each, and I have 6 of these left. And I have 10 of these snowmen clothespin ornaments, and they are $3 each. So what's fun about this is you just slide them down over the tree branch, and you can put them anywhere you want on your Christmas tree. Our Scrabble tile ornaments have always been super popular. I have a whole video about this one as well. And they are just so unique and creative. This is a stir stick. We just come up with different Christmas themed words to put on there. We even have these little tiny mini ones from a mini Scrabble board. So they're just super fun, and everybody seems to like them. We only have these 6 left, and we sell them for $4 each. We only have 19 more ribbon angels left. Originally, when we were making a bunch of these, we were selling them for $2.50, but because we only have 19, we're going to sell them for $1, and we're just not planning on making any more. My mom actually started making these back in 1987, and she's made them a bunch throughout the years. And so who knows how many we've sold, hundreds, thousands maybe even, just because they're an old craft, but if you use really, really pretty ribbon, they look new and they're really pretty. These larger ornaments came on a big strand of wooden beads, and they had these little wooden cutouts at the bottom of them. This one was a garland, and this one here was just a plain old ornament at Hobby Lobby that I decorated with some beads and a bow. So these right here are all $4 each. This little peppermint are $3, and we have 13 total of these different styles. These snowman ornaments I did in a Christmas ornament makeover video. I have 3 of these little guys, and I also have 3 of the snowflakes. These are $2 and these are $4. I really like remaking things and giving them new life because previously these were not the prettiest. So I really like how they turned out, especially these guys because they're so shiny and sparkly. These are wooden tag ornaments that I've painted. You know, you can paint whatever you want on them, but they are just like a blank canvas. I have this little chicken that I sell for $3. I have 7 of these left, and my favorite one, though, is the front of the red truck that I sell for $4, and I have 4 of these left. These are some of my favorite ornaments that I've painted. These round ornaments I always buy at Hobby Lobby. They're a nice round wooden ornament, again just like a blank canvas. I have 4 of these cute gingerbread houses, And I have 5 of these trucks on this painted background. These are a sticker, a wooden sticker, so it has a nice 3D element to it. And then I have 6 of these cute little gnomes with a little mushroom house. Again, this is a wooden sticker as well. And all of these, I price them at $4 each. Again, some of my favorite ornaments that I get to paint. The last ornaments I showed you and these, I don't have a video on them. Maybe one day I'll get to make a video about painting these different ornaments. These mushroom ornaments, I actually got these wooden cutouts at Joann's, but I've seen other wooden cutouts popping up at different stores, so be sure to check those out. I only have 4 of these left. I priced them at $3 each, and I got them in the springtime. So like I was saying earlier, be sure to check different seasons for different things you can make for Christmas. Another springtime ornament are these Polish Wycinanki ornaments that I painted. And I have 3 different styles. I have 5 total left, and I sell these for $3 each. I love painting houses. I think they're so cute and fun, and you can add so many different pretty Christmas decorations to them. So I know I've been saying this a lot, but these are also some of my favorites. I just really like painting. So these 2 large white houses, these are the only 2 I have left of these and 2 of these. So the larger ones are 4, and these smaller A-frame houses are 3. And I have more houses that are totally different styles that I would really like to paint at some point, but we'll see. The craft show is quickly approaching. And by the way, if you're still watching, thank you. I know this has been long, but we have a lot, like a lot. And at the very end, I'm going to give like a grand total of adding up every ornament that we've made. But I also want to make another video of showing you non-ornament decorations as well that we've made this year. So that'll be fun. These are what I like to call my paper fan ornaments. I think you can also call them rosettes, maybe. I think I've heard that before. But this is all that I have left. I have 4 large ones, and this one is a little bit smaller in size. These big ones are $3.50. And the smaller one is $2.50. What's so great about it is it's just scrapbook paper with some stickers and different embellishments. So a lot of people, I think, can make these because scrapbooking is a pretty popular hobby. I made 6 of these snowman spool ornaments, and I'm going to sell those for $3.50 each. These are going to be brand new this year, and it uses a spool for the body and a spool for the hat, and it has this little jingle bell, so it'll make a cute little noise on your Christmas tree. These nutcracker ornaments are $4 each, and we have 10 of them made. I really think they're adorable to customize because you get to do different types of buttons and hats, and of course their cute little hair on the side of their head. They're really super adorable. I have 9 total of these different glass ornaments with a bottle brush tree. They're $3 each, and I have a stocking, a snowman, and a Santa. They're actual glass, and I do feel like they give off a vintage feel. I have 16 total of these different styles of Christmas houses. I really wanted to kind of play around with different colors, so I have a purple and kind of a mint green. I also have a traditional red, and this was the first style that I've ever made. It's more of a gingerbread house with a gold background. These, my dad made the wooden pieces, and then I decorated them. They could sit up if you wanted to just have them sitting around in your house, or I glued a little string to the back so they could be an ornament. And all of these are $3 each. I started making these beaded icicle ornaments a few years ago, and when I did, I made over 120. And now I'm down to just 15. I've used up all my supplies as much as I can to make these. And so we used to sell them for $4 each or 3 for $10. And now that we are down to just a few of them, we're just going to sell them for $1. Sometimes what we do is have a dollar stand where we put ornaments that we know we're not going to make anymore. We know we've made our money back, but we just kind of want to move them along and do different things. So that's what we're going to do with these. All of these are going to be $1 each, and they're just so beautiful and shiny and sparkly. They just make your tree glisten. I found some more tags. We have 4 of these tags and 8 of these snowman tags. Again, could be a Christmas ornament. It could actually go on a present. We glued little buttons on these to make a cute little decoration. The words were already printed on here, the pretty word Noel. This one was just a blank brown tag. But because they're small, we have all of these at $1. Do you ever make a lot of something and then think, oh, this is going to go over so well, people are going to like this, and then they don't? Well, this one might be one of those. I made so many of these cute wooden tags to make them look like gingerbread houses with white icing. I used my Posca paint pen to do all these details, and I still have 21 of them. I had more, but they just don't sell that well. We have marked the price down to $1.50 this year, because I do at least know we've made the money back on the tags. It's just kind of sometimes disappointing when you think, oh, this is going to be so good, and then for some reason it just doesn't sell. The church is definitely by far the most popular. Maybe if I added color to them, or maybe if you would like to do something, add color and it might go over better, but I still think they're pretty. So you know when I said I liked Christmas houses, I really like Christmas houses, because here's even more examples. Originally, these came just black and white, and they were like so not festive. They were kind of boring looking. So I added all the color to them. I only sell them for $1 each because they're so small, and I have 20 total of these different styles. All of these tags are $2 each. These we purchased. We did not actually paint or write the words ourselves, but we did add the string and the beads. They were just very plain when we got them, and we just added that to give it a little extra color. They're $2 each, and we have 99 of them. And we sold so many already. We're thinking about also this year maybe doing 3 for $5, so you get a little bit of a break on if you buy more. But these are really fun to make, and they're really easy. Sometimes you just need something fast where you're not designing every aspect. You just add something to it, a little bow, some beads to give it a little color, and that'll work too. You know how I said this might be a 2-part video? Nah. We're just going to keep going. And every time I think I'm near the end, I just keep finding boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. But that's okay, because that means we have lots to sell and you have lots to look at. These two are another ornament made by my mom. They are felt, and she made these cute little ice cube snowmen and star snowmen, and they have these cute little bows. They are all $2.50 each, and we have 6 of each style. My clothespin crafts, I have sets of 3 that I sell. There's 3 sets of 3, and they're $2.50 each. I have a little Santa Claus on a gingerbread man and 2 different types of toy soldiers. All these are $2. And of all of my clothespin ornaments, I have 32 total. I've made several new Merry Minis, but I also found the 3 remaining designs from last year. The little mouse and elf have never been that popular, and I don't know why. I think they're really super cute. But I usually end up making 5 of each. I'm not really sure how many I'm going to make of all these. I only still have 1 of each. I'm going to make more this week. I have a couple of my old snowman design, but all of them are always only $2, and I put them on my Merry Mini tree. These wooden cutouts you can actually buy at Hobby Lobby right now. I've seen them in the stores, boxes and boxes of them. These presents are $2. This ornament is also $2, and I sell these candy canes for $1. Now, there's a bunch of variety of ornaments in the box, not just these 3, but these are all that I have left, and I have 13 total of these 3 different styles. And in case you're wondering why I make so many little things, is 1, they're really popular, but also people tell us that they put their ornaments on their Christmas trees at work. So if they have a little tree in their office, they use my Merry Minis and other ornaments like this to decorate their tiny trees. Okay, in this one we have lots of different types of ornaments. These little candy-themed ornaments came in a box, so you already had the candy already, but then you had to decorate it. We painted these red beads and added a little string. They are $1.50 for these, and we have 9 total. These are actually the end of a cinnamon stick, or what's left over of a cinnamon stick. We would cut them to use them for different crafts. And if they're wide enough, I would paint a Christmas tree on it. I also had a snowman version, but those have already sold. And you just hot glue a little piece of jute down in the bottom. They are $1, and I'm trying to read off as I do this. I have 5 cinnamon stick trees left over. These cute little gingerbread men, there's a green, a burgundy, and a blue one. All of these are just $1 each as well. And I have 12 total of these 3 little guys. These 2 are also a kit, so sometimes, like everything we've made, we make like 99% of it by hand. But sometimes you do just need a little something fun and simple, so kits are really great for adding different things to your craft show. But it's not like you're, becoming exhausted with all the work that goes into it. So it's nice to have a little bit of variety. But these 2, this little tiny one, the shiny one is $2. This one's $1.50. We only have 3 left of this guy, and of the larger beads, we have 10. Now this is one that I've also painted on these little wood and heart cutouts, and I have a couple little reindeer with a Christmas tree. These are $2 each, and what I have left of these are 4. I have 4 of these left. I have 16 of these Scrabble tile ornaments that are $2 each, and what people really liked was finding their initial. They kept searching and searching, so these were really fun to make. The little tags you can actually buy at Hobby Lobby, but then I decorated the border and just picked out a variety of letters that I liked. I have an entire video dedicated to just these style of ornaments. They're so popular. I mean, we sold over 1,000 of them. They're wood slices with a silhouette of an animal. They're very simple to make, but they are really, really a great seller. So if you're wondering what designs I have on each, go check out that video because I show you every single design that we make. We sell them for $3 each. We also have a different style that we call like the farmhouse animals. Now this is not natural wood. This is a wood slice that we bought on Amazon. Most of the wood here we buy or we just get from our own woods. So even though these take much more work and time because we paint them white and make it look distressed and then do the silhouette, these are not actually as popular, but they're still a very popular style to do for your craft show. And again, I show you every single style of animal in that video, but here's just a few examples. They're more farmhouse animals. So we have 42 of the wood slices, no, 42 of these, sorry, 42 of these, and we have 36 of the cabin ornaments. We call these cabin ornaments because they look like they belong in a cabin. So definitely a good thing to think about if you are interested in selling ornaments, or they also just make a really easy, fun gift. I really love these 2 ornaments. They are like Santa's bag. My mom is the one that made the bag, but then I decorated the inside. I actually made this package with a piece of foam and just wrapped it in burlap to make it look like a present. We only have the red and black and the black and white checked bags, and we have 12 of these left over. They're $4 each. I really think they're really pretty and cute. They haven't sold as well as we had anticipated. We actually had them at $5 originally, and so we've lowered them $1. But I still really think they're a beautiful ornament. Who knows, maybe we'll lower the price again, or it just depends. Like I said earlier, if you put them in a different place in your booth, it might pick up at some point in time. My embroidery hoop ornaments are brand new this year. I made them during my Christmas in July craft series where I did 5 videos in a row. This one uses vintage or old sweaters. So I really like how they turned out. I like that I did different colors and matched the decorations to go with the different feel of each ornament. I have 10 of these made, and I'm going to sell them for $4 each. I've made 3 different styles of birdhouses this year, and I'm super excited about these. I think they're some of my favorite ornaments I've made this year. Each one of these are going to be $7 because they're a little bit larger and they also took a little bit more time to finish. I have 4 of each style. I have like a woodland one, a winter one, and then a gingerbread house. If you're interested, I have a video for each of these different Christmas ornaments, and I just think they're really beautiful. By the way, we are nearing the end. We just have a few more ornaments to go, so I know this has been a long video, but thanks if you've stuck around. My puzzle piece ornaments are from my latest video, and I made 13 of these, and they do have some different styles, so if you want to know what those look like, you can go check out that video. Then this is my small bobber, and I have 9 of these. I used up all the bobbers that I had left, so this is kind of like the tiny version of that big one that I showed you earlier in the video. All of these we sell for $1, and they'll also probably be on my Merry Mini Christmas trees. Unless I find something else hidden in this craft room, I believe this is the last ornament. Oh my goodness, this video should be titled, "We Are Crazy," because of how many ornaments we have made and how many things we come up with. But these two are some beautiful stars. They are like a popsicle stick or a tongue depressor stick, and all I did was put them in the star shape, decorated them with some pretty greenery and a snowflake. I debated on doing some burgundy ones, but I just liked how the white ones turned out. And I have 4 of these total, and I'm going to try to sell them for $3 each. And the grand total is 1,284 ornaments. And the crazy thing is, we're going to make more. Because there's still always some ornaments that we always want to make, we never get to make. And there's some that we're going to just, bulk up the amount, maybe make a few different ones. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this marathon of a video. I hope you got some ideas, some inspiration for Christmas ornaments. And I would absolutely love to do another video of showing you just the other Christmas decorations that don't really count as an ornament, because that I think would be fun too. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.